What's good, people? It's your boy Twale, and I'm here to bring you a review for Kingdom Chapter 598, entitled Woven. Now, before I begin, I told you motherfuckers, and I'll save what I told you motherfuckers to the end, but I told you motherfuckers, what's good? Yo, so the chapter starts out with Banaji and Akakin. Now, I fucks with Akakin, but I already knew that there was no way he was gonna 1v1 duel Banaji. Is like, nah, that's not gonna happen. He's not that type of dude. He's more of a crazy Moten type. Like, he's a thinker, and he'll lead you into traps, and he'll like maneuver you into the hunting grounds or whatever, but he's not the type of dude that'll just 1v1 duel a nigga. I didn't see that from him, and given his character and given what we've been shown in this chapter, that's not what he's been doing. What he's been doing is just circling around Banaji's main group to wherever he sees an opening, he goes out and attacks them, hoping that they would then pursue him and then lead them into an ambush or lead them into some type of trap. And apparently that's what he was doing a lot off screen, because in this chapter they made a note to say he keeps doing this. He's buzzing around us like flies. So Banaji just starts to ignore him, like, nah, like, fuck it, don't even go after him. He doesn't even send a detachment after him, because he's like, fuck it, all you're gonna do is fall into a trap, and then that's gonna be worse. What we should do is exactly what Shin and them did last chapter. Focus on destroying the enemy's numbers. This way, once we dwindle down the enemy's numbers to a certain point, they won't be able to stop us at all. So that's what Banaji and his men focus on. They focus on just destroying the Akko army numbers-wise. Akakin sees this, and he's like, fuck it, I gotta go in. We're going in for another attack from the rear. And then that's when we switch over to the Gyo-un army and the Gyokuho unit. Now, they're doing as expected, as about expected. Like, they don't have Uhon, and the Gyo-un army doesn't have Gyo-un, but the Gyo-un army has been stated, and at least the Ryun have been stated to be the strongest soldiers on the Shukai Plains, or at least on the right wing of the Shukai Plains. So the Gyokuho struggling to this degree is not unexpected, even though they had their whole awakening and everything. Them struggling this to this degree is to be expected because of the level of opponent that they're facing. So a bit of the Ryun breaks out, and they are able to break out of the Gyokuho, the front line. Like, they was able to break out. But the adjutant, Banyo, is like, yo, hold tight. Every second counts. So long as we don't allow ourselves to be completely broken through and to be completely run through, Shin of the High Shin unit will kill Chogaryu. Like, it's a pre-gone conclusion on our side. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from Quinn is like, yo, Shin, we ain't got much time. Kill this nigga. And Banyo says, like he's trying to boost the Gyokuho up, but he's also thinking to himself, like, yo, Shin, we're running out of time. Even though he says Shin will kill him, no question, like, no problem, Shin is gonna kill him, he's still worried about their time limit and the fact that they have, you know what I'm saying, they have injured folk that are not gonna be able to hold out much longer. So we get another cut from the Gyokuho and Gyo-un's army to Ten at the HQ. And the first thing is, we get a report that Banaji has sent a detachment from the left to attack the HQ. Gyo-un has sent some men from the right to attack the HQ. And then they said another enemy detachment. So it might be from, like, the infantry that was Gakurai's infantry. Not Gakurai, Chogaryu's infantry that was still around and engaging with, like, Sugen and them. Like, they might have sent a detachment to the Haishin HQ. But basically what we got here is the Haishin HQ is under attack. They don't have many men, if any men, like, really, like they don't have any fighters left. Like, all the fighters went out in the initial thrust to kill Chogaryu. So the HQ is relatively defenseless. They don't have any men. And Kario 10 tells him straight up, if it comes to that, we'll abandon HQ. But then she asks about Shin, and they haven't gotten any reports from Shin yet. So she has faith in Shin. Shin, you will do it. But she's also making plans and making moves to protect the HQ and get them out of there, or at least protect herself, because like, who else cares about any, like, the whole HQ could die as long as 10 survives, nigga, we straight, so it doesn't really matter there. So they retreat, and then we get the final flash over to my nigga Shin and Chogaryu, and yo, Shin is getting wrecked. Oh my god. Like, I know I said it, like 3 swings is all it would take from Shin, and I was right. Because if you count the panels, he's only able to get 3 swings off. Every other panel, Shin is getting rocked by Chogaryu. And it was looking like, this is nasty. To the point where even Den Yu is like, yo, how is he this strong? Like, even with Shin's injuries, he's still a strategist type. Like, he's not meant to be this strong. Like, what's going on? Danae is sitting there, Shin, don't die. Shit, don't lose her. Like, niggas is really, like, scared for Shin. That's how much work Chogaryu was putting in. So, like, I do have to, like, reevaluate how, like, strong I thought Chogaryu was, because man put in some work. The man was rocking Shin, yo. And I'll give him that. He was rocking Shin. Every panel, you just see, like, the multiple impacts of the glaives. You just see Shin getting blown back again. Craziness. So, like I said, Den Yu asks, like, how is Chogaryu this strong? And then Chogaryu starts to tell them about, like I'm assuming that this is what Gyo-un meant by the strength of a man. And it's also what Oki was talking about when on his, like, right before, like, not on his deathbed, like, you know what I'm saying, he had that epic pose, but when he was still dueling Hoken, and he told his men, it was something like, I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something like, the rank of general is the same as the rank of 100-man commander, 500-man commander, 5,000-man commander. It's all the same. The only difference is the general shoulders the weight and the hopes and the dream. Like on that general's shoulders is all of the men he's killed, all of the men he's lost in battle, all of the people that he's met on his journey. And you know what I'm saying? That all adds and that all becomes the general's weight and what it means to, like, truly be a general. And Chogaryu was like, yeah, I had my 8 brothers. I think they was called the Ren family, the Ren 10 hero, the Ren family's 10 or something like that. I can't remember what the exact, like, little name of the clique was, but the 8 dudes plus Chogaryu and Gyo-un made the Ren Shoujo, like, family, like the Ren Shoujo 10 top niggas, like his 10 great generals or what, the 10 generals under Ren Shoujo, whatever. I can't remember what the family name was called. So he's like, yeah, I got them on my shoulders, and I have my masters on my shoulders. I have their hopes, their dreams, all of this shit. And then he rocks Shin again. And it was like, ooh. But then Kyokai, you know what I'm saying, goes in there to try to protect Shin, and she gets knocked off her horse by one of Chogaryu's men. And she's telling them, like, yo, if that's the case, and generals and men are just woven of dreams and all of this, then it's this exact same thing for Shin. Shin is woven from head to toe with the legacies of the fallen. And then we get individual panels of Hyo, Bito, R.I.P. to my nigga Shosa, the chill. We got Dukio, we got Mangoku, we got Renko, we even got, wow, I say even though he should have been one of the, like, we got Mangoku, which kind of threw me off, and then we got Sekio, which was like, oh yeah, because he was the one that told Shin, like, you must be, like, I know your Shin sword, I mean your Issei sword, but you must be his shield as well, and you must be unbreakable. The unbreakable will of Issei. It's like, yo, it's so dope. That panel was so dope. And then the next panel of Oki, like the background of Oki with Shin just screaming and his eyes are white, but Oki is smiling in the background. It was like, yo, I'm more afraid of Oki's smile than I am of Shin's scream. Like, how is that possible? But Oki is the man, son. Yo, 10 out of 10 chapter every time you see Oki. So Shin gets stanced up with the glaive, and Chogaryu sees the image of Oki, and he's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? And then Shin comes down, brings that shit down, my nigga, and he cuts Chogaryu. And he cuts Chogaryu in the fucking chest, in the shoulder, like in the collarbone area. And Chogaryu felt that. And as far as the chapter is concerned, this is swing number 2 from Shin. Because the first swing they parried, and then Shin was getting rocked up until now, and then Shin gets this second swing off, and then he tells Chogaryu straight up, I will not lose, I will not shatter. I am Issei, the king who will unite these lands, unbreakable sword. And I was so hyped. Like, I gotta start doing live reactions again. I gotta make the time to do those, because I was so fucking hyped, son. I was sitting here screaming. My neighbor came next door. My roommate came next door. Like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah, nigga, kingdom. Fucking kingdom, nigga. So, Shin tells Chogaryu this shit. And then Chogaryu has another flashback of Rin Shoujo telling him, like, yeah, these lands yearn to be a single unified nation, and the second thing, ... So, like I said before, we're most definitely getting the second thing from Gyo-un. We got the first thing from Chogaryu, which was, if you find the person with the sword of unification, or that looks like they're trying to unify China, destroy them at all costs. Great. That's why Chogaryu took the duel in the first place, instead of trying to run away again. Like he stated, like he himself stated, I don't let you niggas get close. I ain't got time for that. But now all of a sudden he felt differently. He felt that Shin was the sword of unification, or a sword of unification, and he had to go fulfill his master's dream. You know what I'm saying? His master told him what to do in these times, and like I said, he put in work. He did a lot better than my initial perception of him, because he was rocking Shin. Oh my God, Shin was getting rocked. Everybody, Dene, Denyu, Sosui, Garo, all of them was looking like, huh? Nani? Like, what? Until Kyokai gave them that knowledge. And I hope that this is something that everybody in the high, like, well, at least the officers that are with Shin at this moment, I hope that this is something that all of them take into consideration as to how they themselves can get stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen many of panels where Sosui has lost men, Garo lost the Duke. You know what I'm saying? If the Duke's memory and the Duke's, like, will is boosting Shin, that shit should boost Garo. It should boost Gakure. We've seen Denyu lose, you know what I'm saying, lose people. We've seen Denyu take people's lives. So, like, I hope that they come to the real, like, this is how you see the view that Shin sees. You know what I'm saying? When you start to shoulder the weight of your fallen comrades, your fallen enemies, just the regular people that you meet, like those people from, what was that? The state of Joe? You know what I'm saying? Where all, like, there was like that one little city where it was like a separate state, and Shin and them went to go save them, and the little kid was like, I'll never forget you, big bros. Like, shit like that should add to your weight, your accomplishments, your deeds as a warrior and as a general and as a officer. Like, yo, all of that should be, you know what I'm saying, taken into consideration. So I do hope that this lays the groundwork and the foundation for people like Denyu and Garo and Dene. You know what I'm saying? I hope that they level up in the next arc too, or even in the next chapter. Because with Chogaryu dying, I'm pretty sure his men are gonna want revenge, and Kyokai can't fight no more. Like, I thought it was kind of ass pulley that she was even able to get back on her horse, but she got clapped in like 2 chapters. Like, nigga, she got on her horse and then she got knocked off of it. And I mean, I guess that's to be what, I don't even care anymore, because like, she shouldn't have been able to get back on the horse. So her getting knocked off the horse so easily, it's whatever. I'll eat that. I'll eat that, yeah. And real quick, before the chapter ends and before I finish, Gyo-un felt that shit. Just like Hoken felt the shit. Oh, Hoken. Oh, because we got a whole panel of Oki this time. Hoken is gonna feel this. Hoken is gonna feel this. Because Gyo-un felt it, and he looked straight up into the sky with like the blankest stare, like, damn, this is, I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Gyo-un felt it. So Hoken is most definitely gonna feel it. But I don't know how things are gonna turn out, because Banaji is relatively fresh. Like, he hasn't really taken that much damage. He hasn't, like, he's good. Like, he doesn't have any lingering injuries from the Akko fight. Like, so him wanting to fight Shin, unless like they get the news of Chogaryu dying and then they just retreat because they don't want the morale to like shift things. Because like if they get if the Akko army and the Gyokuho get the report like, yo, Shin killed Gakurai, is done, the morale that they're gonna feel is gonna be it's gonna be so good, especially for the Gyo-Un army, who doesn't have Gyo-Un there to boost their morale and to keep them focused and grounded. Like, if the momentum swings one more time in Quinn's favor, it might be time to just pack it up and go back to Raboku, because I can see Banaji killing Shin in this. Like, well, no, he's not gonna kill Shin. It's obvious, but like I can see him, like, there's nobody there to stop him from going after Shin. So the news of Chogaryu's death should force them to retreat yet again, and then that will give like Shin and them a chance to pause, regroup, and then make another attempt. Because Shin and them don't have any idea about Gyo and the men inside of Gyo. So like as far as Shin and them is concerned, they have to get as much as they can get done today. So I wouldn't be surprised if Banaji and Gyo-Un retreat, Shin and them retreat back to their HQ, meet up with like the rest of Akko's army and the rest of the Gokyu-Ho, and it's like, alright, whoever can still fight, come with me. Everybody else, get your shit together, heal up, but we going after them niggas. And they gonna look at Shin like, what, nigga? It's like, yeah, if you can still swing your sword, your glaive, your spear, come with me. We're going after Raboku's head. And I can wholeheartedly see Shin doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much the chapter. Again, not to, toot my own horn and shit, but I told you niggas so. 3 swings from Shin's glaive is all it took. Because that last panel with Oki was legendary, son. Oh man, that was just beautiful. That was just beautiful. So that was my review. Like, comment, and subscribe, people, and have a good one. Peace.